Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, watching us, Annie and Zamil on this Monday afternoon. We hope you had a good weekend, especially a good week of celebrating Hari Raya. And now it's back to routine and also back to serious issues, especially when we come to, with regards to the foreign workers that are actually working around here. And we are focusing mainly on the foreign construction labour.
That's right. Foreign construction labour, and to ensure their safety and dignity. I think a lot of questions out there would be like, are they under the Protection Act? Are they under the Employment Act? Do they pay like what we pay? Are they covered in any way in terms of their safety? Let's talk to our guests in the studios. We've got with us Encik Abdul Rafiq Abdul Rajis, who is the CEO of CLAB or CLAB. He'll tell us a little bit more about this.
Yes. Now, CLAB stands for Construction Labour Exchange Centre Berhad. Maybe for the benefit of the viewers, Mr. Abdul Rafiq, you can tell us what is the main objective or the role of CLAB?
Okay, so basically CLAB was established in 2003 by the Jawatankuasa Kabinet Pengambilan Pekerja Asing, which is under KDN. We were established by the CIDB, Construction Industry Development Board, in 2003. So our main function is basically to bring in and redistribute this foreign construction labour to the construction industry.
I see.
Yeah.
So you're giving basically, it's giving security to the construction workers. However, when we were speaking off camera, you were saying that there is only a certain percentage of that was given protection. Could you just maybe give us a little insight into that?
Okay, so basically CLAB, we process those applications for foreign workers below 100 workers. It's compulsory for the construction industry to come to CLAB to process their application. But for above 100 workers, they have the opportunity to bring in on their own. But however, CLAB especially, we can also process application for foreign workers above 100.
Okay.
So at the moment, how many foreign construction workers are registered with CLAB?
We have registered construction workers, almost 50,000 workers currently.
Wow.
So we have active, currently 30,000 workers actively working in Malaysia.
But if you were take a bigger picture and look at all around Malaysia, those who are registered, not registered and all that, right? Overall, how many would there be?
So I would expect that about 400,000 construction workers are currently working in Malaysia.
400,000 at the moment.
Yes.
I'm quite sure not all 400,000 are covered under CLAB. So maybe you could just give us a little insight into what are your biggest challenges when it comes to actually going to the construction, to the employers to say, look, put your workers under this Protection Act and protect them in terms of their safety. What do you normally face?
So the first hurdles that we are facing right now is basically in order to get these workers coming into Malaysia. So as you know, there are a lot of Indonesian workers, Myanmar workers are currently engaged in construction industry. And as you can see that Indonesia also now booming up, Myanmar also booming up. So it's quite difficult to get these workers through Malaysia. But having said that, we have been established for more than 10 years. We got a good rapport with the embassies as well as the recruiter from the source country. I think that shouldn't be any problem at this point of time. The hurdles that we are facing is basically, first when we import the workers, we would send them to the safety and health induction training. It's called Green Card training by CIDB. This will encourage them, also train them and teach them how to use the safety equipment and all the safety aspects in Malaysia.
So they will go through the training first?
Yes.
For how long?
1 day training.
Oh, it's 1 day.
1 day basic training. So we would like to encourage all these contractors please send these workers for this kind of training. Yes. So, well, you have to spend a little bit about 50 ringgit per worker for 1 year, but it's a very good training program.
Do you have many employers coming forward to send their workers for this training?
Yeah, of course, especially when you're talking about now, especially in oil and gas industries, and a lot of new projects are coming in. So we will encourage them to go for this training.
Encik Abdul Rafiq, we are looking at some slides on our screens there, construction workers with hats, gloves. However, this is not the case, and I'm quite sure Malaysia, you can associate with this.
Yeah.
Not all of these construction workers are given proper safety equipment or vest or anything to cover themselves up, because I'll tell you this, there's construction going on in front of my house right now, and none of those workers have a safety vest. They don't do a drill in the morning. They don't even wear the helmet.
So there's no uniformity.
Yes, exactly. There is no uniformity. So how then would you ensure that every employer ensures that their employees are looked after, or rather the construction, the workers are looked after? How do you monitor that?
Is it onus on the employers?
Yeah, it's basically depends on the employers, right? It's their responsibility, I believe. So, well, what can I say is that please come to CLAB. We will ensure that they will have proper insurance coverage, proper training on this safety and health. Well, everything is basically covered.
You don't go to them and investigate, do you?
No, I don't have the authority to investigate.
You don't have the authority to go and find out. Okay.
But can the employers who already have more than 100 foreign workers, can they also register with CLAB?
Can. We also encourage that they go to CIDB to register their workers for these courses, kind of courses.
But to send the workers to be aware of what their safety is like. Is there a course, or maybe is there something like, again, I'm just asking you this, where CLAB literally goes and meets the employees to say that, look, this is your right and you can demand for this and you can actually be asked to cover. Do you do something like that?
Yes, what we
awareness.
do, we'll do awareness program. We also conduct this enforcement team, where we have our enforcement team. We'll go to each site that currently engage with us, and we will inform the contractors and also the employee that this is what's their right. You should go this kind of training and so forth. So we will make that kind of report. We will encourage them.
We were talking before the show started about the fees that's been imposed to the employers. How much do they have to pay?
Okay, they have to pay basically 300 ringgit per year. So it's equivalent 25 ringgit a month, or is considered 1 ringgit a day.
That's 300 per person.
Per person.
Per year.
Per employee that they have.
From the day when the application start until the workers is here, and until 1 year of the contract period. So it's a yearly renewal basis.
We hear of, not as often, and thank God for that, mishaps and fatalities that happen to foreign workers. A couple of them we hear from accidents and during work. What happens to the claims for them? Is that sent back to the family, or how is that handled?
Okay, we have two types of incident right here. The first is that the insurance covered by the Jabatan Tenaga Kerja, which is compulsory under JTK. We also provide a free CLAB, especially we provide a free comprehensive personal accident. So on our part, basically when workers died or whatever, so we'll get the compensation and we'll go to the country of source, on our own expense. Then we go to contribute this money back to the next of kin at the source country. So even that repatriation of the body to send back to the country of source, we also are the one who arrange the claims.
This is of course only for the ones that are registered under CLAB.
Yes, registered under CLAB.
And is that part of the fee that's been given by the employers, the 300 per year for each worker, right?
The cost,
So that's that goes to proper channels, lah.
Yes.
Aside from that, what does the 300 ringgit cover for the employee?
The 300 basically is the cost for us to bring in the foreign workers, to source the foreign workers from the source country, and to do the airport clearance. To do the process of FOMEMA, which is for their medical health,
checkup, that's right.
In order for them to get their work permit with immigration, with KDN, until to the doorstep of the workers.
Well, we are also looking at, while we look at legitimate workers in every area in construction especially, there are the illegal ones that have come in. What happens to them? Your comments on that? Illegal workers, I mean, how do you stop that, or how do you change that?
Can the illegals register with CLAB?
Not really.
I don't think so,
I think so. We are not the authority.
But then again, illegal workers are, it's just a major problem right now, because construction employers, again, again, contractors may bring in a certain amount of legal workers, but after some time, they'll just, you know, bring in through back doors. So your comment on that one?
So my comment is that basically, just to add on, is that we are a non-profit organization. Right? So that is our motto, to help the construction industry as well as to protect the employer and employee. So my comment is that please let the contractors or the illegal employees to go back to their source country and they come through the proper channel. There are a lot of various facilities that have been given by the Immigration Department and as well as KDN, the Home Ministry. So there are a lot of ways, easier way for them to go back to the source country and come back on the proper channel. And please do come with CLAB. Yeah.
So the employers who don't have their own foreign workers, I mean, construction workers or employees, can they go to CLAB and actually source for?
Yes. We provide everything from A to Z.
Up to how many employees or workers can you provide?
Depend, above 100 even. We have plenty of biodatas.
But it's only for construction?
For construction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only for construction,
now,
right?
looking at the screens, we're looking at not construction but domestic workers. Since CLAB is only right now concentrating on construction workers, would you actually expand your services to maybe domestic workers? Because this is another area that we really have a major problem with.
Okay. So I believe it's up to the government to give us the opportunity.
Okay, but you will be trying to put in a petition at least. Because I mean, domestic workers and construction workers both are very controversial when it comes to the country.
Any other issues pertaining to the foreign workers at the moment?
Basically, we would like to encourage, especially the employers, that whoever wants to come from the source country, do come to CLAB, because we have a good reputation. We have our advisory council consists of Police Diraja Malaysia, Immigration Department, KDN Department, and we also have a good rapport with embassies. So when a good rapport with embassies, meaning that the workers will come from a proper channel. Right, from the processing of demand letter and whatsoever. So it's not just flying off from anywhere.
That's right.
So it's everything is covered.
So they're legit and everything else is legit in terms of documentation.
Yep.
All right.
Our topic is also about ensuring their safety. So not only at the workplace but also their residence. So most of the foreign workers, I'm just wondering, where are they actually placed at? Are they situated or do they reside or live nearby the construction sites?
So
that's not a common site, I think.
It's a common site, because they would prefer, they would build a temporary housing area at their construction site. So as I mentioned, that our enforcement team also look at this welfare of the workers.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness, and we'll advise the contractors that this is do and don'ts, and we'll advise them accordingly. So the advantage of CLAB is basically you also have this online system whereby the authority can always using their smartphones to detect the details of the workers and whereabouts of the workers. So we also have this ID card besides this iCard that been implemented by Immigration Department. So this ID card will actually represent the workers. So they can be easily identified, because as you know that in construction industry, where we call it a 3D industry, dirty, dangerous and difficult, so it's quite difficult for them to carry it on their passport. Right,
that's true.
So what we can do, basically we are giving them an ID card to bring them together.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Encik Rafiq, thank you so much for joining us and sort of enlightening us on CLAB and everything. And I think it's a fantastic thing you're doing. We just hope that you'll be able to expand into other areas. Much needed.
Yes, we wish you all the best. And where can we get more information about CLAB?
You can also go to our website www.clab.com.my.
All right. So there you go, CLAB. And again, this is going out to all the employers from the construction sites, because contractors, if you do have, people that who are contractors and you might want to get them registered, this would probably be a really good way to get your workers registered.
Just look for CLAB, CLAB, or Construction Labour Exchange Centre, Berhad, and you can find more information there. Thank you so much, Mr. Abdul Rafiq.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are going to take a short break, and we're going to bring you some interesting info, especially about from this hot happening segment. And after that, we're going to come back and talk about some music.
Yes, musicals galore. We'll see.